this while we're out and about, wherever my charging cord is. Oh, it must be on this. There it is. I was charging this too last night because it was dead. Not that I need it, but. And then I need to over here. Yes, I can tell you are just ready to go. You're even doing your little whiny voice because you're so ready. I guess we're ready to go. We need to run out to the van though because I don't have anything. It is all out in the van. Oh, so whiny. Somebody is so whiny today, and I don't know what her deal is. She keeps booping me in the back of the leg like she's trying to get my attention. I wonder if I can, I won't be able to tell. I was gonna say, I wonder if I can unlock my van from here, but I won't be able to tell. Actually, we're gonna try this without you. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I don't really want to take that outside with us. Hold on. I do need to grab a poop bag though, because she will most likely poop. Even though she's already done that today, for some reason, she likes to poop. Even though, really, she has her tummy troubles that she was having yesterday seem to be fine now, so it must have just been a 24-hour thing. Map overlay is actually working or not. I decided to try and get it working this morning, and it looked like it was working. I don't know if the distance thing will work. We'll find out, I guess. Shouldn't be any traffic on a Sunday morning this early, so she should be okay. I can't tell. It looks like it's working. It's so small on my screen that I can't see if it's actually Helena or not, which is where we're at. But we're just gonna do a little street run. It's supposed to rain today at some point. It's like 90% chance of rain, and it's a lot cooler today. It is the high today. So the high yesterday was 105. The high today is supposed to be colder than the low yesterday. So that'll tell you something. The high today is only supposed to be 83. And I can tell you right now, it is so nice out. It is probably, there's a nice cool breeze, and it's probably in the 60s. I say it's probably in the 60s. So nice. And I'd say overall, because we went yesterday and investigated the possible FKT that we're going to attempt to do here in the near future. It'll probably be 2 weeks because I have a busy schedule. But okay, let me grab the, I'm gonna put you guys right here actually. I need to grab all of this. First off is, I'll put you guys on the gimbal. Okay, look away if you get squeamish. There we go. But overall it was pretty successful, and it was nice because it being so warm here up in the mountains where we were at was 20 degrees cooler. It's nice. Super busy. I did not think that because to get back to where that trailhead is at least, let's see, it would be about 20, 30, like 45 minutes from Bozeman even. And so I did not think it would be as busy as it was, but it was busy. But overall, I mean, we got back in there. It's a good thing I did the recon because we got back in there and we started down the trail the whole time. And I'll have a vlog up on my YouTube channel about this, but the whole time, it'll probably be a couple weeks. But the whole time we were going out there, I'm looking at this one peak thinking, Nari, hey, come here. I need to get her on this before she runs away. But anyways, the whole time we were running, I'm looking at this one mountain, and then when we got out there, let's see, I got that in there. We started down this trail thinking that was the mountain we're gonna do, and then it ended up not being that mountain. It's the next mountain over, which I did give two possibilities of which mountain it was going to be, and it just ended up being the other one. So it was a good thing we did the recon, because otherwise when I go to do the, will you stop? I don't want to smack you in the frickin' face with my knee, or really the other way around. I don't want you to be smacking your face into my knee. But yeah, when it comes to the FKT, when I go to try and do it, if I hadn't done this recon, I would have headed down the wrong trail. What was that, 4.5 miles in, because it splits, and would have started heading to the wrong mountain. Hey, stop. Sorry. Hey, no. Holy cow, she is just being a butthead today. I don't know what her deal is. Like all morning when we woke up at, I don't know, when did we get up? Like 5:30 this morning? I mean, it's what, almost 8 probably now? Yeah, almost 8 o'clock. But because I was working on trying to get the overlay to work, that would be why we're getting such a late start. But oh, she was a butthead even at that time. Like, we went outside and she was just being a butthead, like not listening. Hey, you just stop. Thank you. What is going on out here? Since, oh, that's just tree branches. It's like, we just were out here. From a distance, it looked like some dog had like just unleashed a giant pile of poo. So I was like, what the heck? Okay, we're gonna change camera views here. Okay, come on. We're gonna do our, she's got an itch now. Why weren't you doing that when we were Standing there doing nothing, huh? This hotel right here. Every morning we come out here. Always. Smells like bacon and stuff like that. Oh, it's last night this. Oh gosh dang it. There's the poop. Why didn't you poop earlier? Jeez. Hold on, I gotta spin around in circles now. That was like a sudden, like we were mid-stride running, and then all of a sudden she was like, just slammed on the brakes and pooped. It's like, what the heck, dog? I don't know as if my distance overlay is working. I have the app open, and I can't zoom in on the map to see if it's working or not, other than to make it like huge. So I guess we'll find out. I got, hey, drop it, thank you. Gosh dang, there's so much crap around here. So last night, which I don't like, whatever, but they had a huge like, why are you itching so much? Okay, thank you. Let's go. No, we're running. But it's like, this weekend is like Montana Pride weekend or whatever. I don't know. My thing is, I could care less. We came down and got involved in some of the festivities or whatever. It was a lot of fun. But why? They already get a whole month, and then just some random weekend in the middle of summer. Like, why can't you have like your big parade and festivities and all that during Pride Month? You know, like, imagine if anybody else did that. Everybody would be like, whatever. But anyways, because of that, and I will tell you right now that the one thing you hear bad about any of these type of festivities for Pride festivities is like how much it how dirty everything is and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, same thing this morning. It's like just trash everywhere. It's like, I don't care what group you are or what kind of festivities you're having. It's like, clean up after yourself. You know, now all you're doing is giving yourself a bad name. Okay, like I said, I don't care what it is. The guy was behind, one guy in he was riding his Harley, and he was behind a car going down the street here. Well, on the back of his jacket, it said like something, veterans, writers, whatever. And that's what I keyed in on the fact that he was riding a Harley or a bike or anything. But on the road over here, some older couple was driving down the road or on the street, so there would have been two vehicles in front of me because he was directly behind them and I was directly behind him. And they anyway, there's no passing on the street. It's a freaking city street. They were doing, the speed limit's 25. They were doing 25, and this guy got so mad that he had to do the actual speed limit and just freaking like ripped out in the other lane and passed them, you know, swerving back and forth. I followed that guy for all the way across, actually out of town, so it would have been like 4 miles out of my way, and I chewed his ass as a fellow veteran and said, I don't give a F what you do. If you're wearing a jacket that says, you know, veterans on it and all that, how dare you give the rest of us bad name by you being a jerkhole? The look on this guy's face, you could tell he was like, at first was like, who the hell is this guy? Like, who is he to be doing this? But I think he could tell that he had been bad and that he wasn't being a very good representation of veterans groups. I think I even made the comment that if I ever saw him doing bullshit like that again, I will physically cut off his veterans patch on the back of his Harley jacket. And I think when I said that, he was like, oh shit. And he was a bigger guy. It's not like he was a small guy. You know, he was probably bigger than me, but I think he knew I meant business. Oh, she is going to be a little butthead today, because she's already being a butthead. This is just a nice, easy run, because I have to, you know, this is my rest day, so I need to make sure that I recover for tomorrow. And yesterday, she did. We did just over 10 miles on her run yesterday. And then we went to the dog park, and she played there for a bit. So she was thoroughly tired. But so I don't know why she's such a butthead this morning. But the fact that we're only going to get like, what, maybe 6 miles on this? Here, we're gonna cross the street. Oh. Have a good run, we're gonna try. This uphill is going against my recovery. So, we're almost all the way to the top. Yeah, okay, there you go, thank you. Why are you scratching yourself so much? Freaking, you've had your allergy pill. What your deal is? How about not wrap me around a tree or a fire hydrant? Yeah. I guess I don't feel so bad walking when she's just sniffing everything, stopping and scratching her. So every 2 seconds. And here's a water sprinkler. This one is way more mellow. She's like, nope. What anything to do with that? Okay. She didn't eat a whole lot of food yesterday either when we got back, and I figured she would freaking eat a lot. Okay, so the distance thing is not working. I need to figure that out. The map is working. The distance thing is not working because we're almost a mile into this already. So I need to figure that out, how to get that working. Whoa, keep going. There has to be something in on the website. So we got bits and pieces of it working, so that's good. How about you don't go around me so I have to go spin around in circles? Thank you. Is there a race this morning? Or this weekend? I see like pin flags up on the trail over here. There was a lot of races this weekend happening all over this area, like trail races, and some of them some very prominent races. And out on our run yesterday, we saw, geez, like 5 or 6 trail runners out there. Like I said, this is like out in the, we're, out in the middle of nowhere. Come in, little butthead. So it was surprising to see anybody else out there as far as trail running goes. But because you had the Bridger Ridge Run, which has a lot of elites and everything, and it's sold out every year. Like, it's hard to get into that race. And then there was an Elkhorn half trail race here, and the Rut was doing one of their training runs down at Big Sky, which is a huge deal. And like, so many things, it's like, it's nuts. There's 1 mile in so my distance isn't working. I figured that out. I wonder if my speed is working. Hold on. Sweet girl, hold on. Oh, I didn't add it. Never mind. I'd have to get into my Google Doc and paste the URL into my overlays. I haven't done that, so I was just gonna turn it on to see if the speed thing was working. Obviously not. Oh, that breeze feels so good, because after the last few days of 100+ degrees, like I said, when we got back here yesterday, it was 105. That was at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the day before that was like 103 or something. Oh, so to have a nice cool breeze with and overcast, and like I said, it's got to be probably like 65-ish, I would say. It's so nice. Well, since my distance thing isn't working, I should turn that off. There we go. Because I don't want to confuse everybody. And then I gotta figure out why I can't get that to work. I couldn't even get the map thing to work until this morning, so the fact that I got it working is impressive to me. What are you doing? Gosh dang her. People are gonna get motion sickness because you can't just stay on one side of me. Well, that's unusual. This is a very rich neighborhood. And this house up here. Okay, she has to say hi to the culvert. She's such a weirdo. That's eating grass. That's not playing in the culvert. So you don't see a lot of so, you know, it's political season. So people have things all over the place, and we have a long-standing Senate race, like a Democrat who's running again this year for Senate. He's been there for a long, long time. And there's this Republican that I don't like either one of them, but primarily in our rich neighborhoods like this, you don't see too many Republican political banners, and that guy was displaying one very proudly. Because these are all $1 million houses here, which you might be like, that's really $1 million house? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Although most of it up here is location, not the side of the house. So like this house here, it's an older house. Probably, I don't know, maybe, I had to guess. Let's see, so it's a single story. Looks like a modular. With a, what do you call it, like a basement that opens out. Daylight basement, I guess. Whatever. Still probably $500,000, $600,000 house. And it's smaller, so there's a lot of these. Ooh. Whoa, a new follow. Badger juice, nice. Let me knock out some push-ups for you. Luckily, since we're doing an easy run, we're on a flat area, so I'm not trying to have to find one. Hold on. Stretched out hills, it goes on forever. It's actually flat. Oh, of course, here comes another runner, so we're gonna wait until she goes by. It actually, this is a proper, a popular trail. This part is asphalt, but it connects to a bunch of the trails up on the mountain to our left. So, let her go by, and then there's some people walking too. Gosh dang, all of a sudden it's busy. We haven't seen anybody. And then, morning. Okay. Try to knock out some push-ups before these other people get here. Oh yeah, nope. Here we go. I think I kind of hurt my hands. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, this is flat. I mean, I guess there's like a slight, like maybe like a 2% uphill maybe at most, but you got drool on your forehead there. That is gross. I don't want to wipe that off either because that's gross. Look at that. How did she do that? Come here. Show everybody your gob of drool all over the top of your nose. All right, look at me. Yeah, that's so sick. Gross. Yeah, she is. I don't even know how she did that. Like, yeah, that's cool. You don't need to investigate it that much. This nice little whatever clouds or whatever weather system has moved in for today is made it a lot nicer for the smoke too. You can actually see to the wilderness area up there across the valley. That's about 12 miles away from here. Okay, come on, stop. How long are we going today? Probably, I think this route is around 10K. I mean, ultimately, because of a recovery run, I tried to just run for an hour, but sometimes they're a little bit longer than that. There's good old Mount Helena that we're not going up to today. There's a lot of trails and stuff that this connects to. In fact, I think we went by one of the trailheads, or maybe it's up here. Yeah, it'd be right up here, I think, because there's the little parking area on the side of the road for the trailhead up here. But this will eventually, once we get around a little bit up here, it turns into a gravel road, and we'll take that, and then we're going to drop down that direction, cross the US highway, and then take the rail trail all the way back, or well, not all the way back, but all the way back to the park. And then from the park we got a mile back to downtown. Yeah, this is tough right here. Where are we going? We're not taking the trail. She's like, she's like, why are we not going up the mountain? God, it's a recovery day. And we did that last week on the other mountain. And it ended up not being an actual recovery day. So my Monday morning run was horrendous. Uh-oh. The sun's starting to peek out. It's gonna make it heat up a bit. I'm really curious when this rain is supposed to hit. So I'm not really seeing any rain clouds. But we got a 90% chance of rain for today, so who knows? With the way the smoke is and all that, looking back at the sun over here, it almost looks like, has that feeling of like a late November type of day, even though it's, 60 degrees warmer than it would be in November, but you have to smell every batch of trees or grass. I mean, it's like, yeah, So many dogs have peed all around us. I smell everybody. Another view of the whole valley. This is the west side of the city, western edge. And I use that term city loosely because there's only like, I don't know, 28,000 people in this town. If that. Compared to where I was at yesterday. And it's still not like a huge city, but Bozeman, at least, I mean, the city itself is easily got to be pushing 60,000, but the metro area is well over 100. And I use metro area loosely too. But the valley, I couldn't believe even we drove through this area that's called Four Corners. Everything has been expanding so much. It's its own probably 20,000 people city almost, even though it's not incorporated as a city. There's definitely, with all the housing developments and commercial developments and everything out there, there's got to be 20,000 people out there. There's some people out on the range today, out at the military base. I heard a noise and I thought it was her tummy or her butt or something. And I was like, oh no, people are shooting out of the range. Which is unusual. It must be like some National Guard or Army Reserve units that are here for their 2-week training, because if it was like just a regular like drilling unit, they would not be shooting on a Sunday morning. They'd be getting ready to travel back or clean up for the day. That's a nice backyard down here. Actually, I think technically it's probably their front yard. That's a nice area. Little patio and stuff. That one's probably actually 1.5 million, the size of the house. See the squirrel up here. See it doing her best to try and get that squirrel. Yeah, choking yourself out. Yep. And then this is where we came down, I don't know, last week at some point. And then this, I guess it's called the Grand, the street we've been running on, and eventually turns into no street right here. They closed it off. It is a continuation of the street, but that's all trails now going off that direction. And I enjoy doing that run because you can then drop down to the far end to the street that essentially goes out to the military base, but it goes to the 10-mile park out there. But there's about a half-mile section on the far end where, for whatever reason, I don't get it, because there's cell towers all over, but you lose signal. So I can't go that way when I'm streaming anyways. Now, you're talking about hills. This is kind of a brutal downhill, and especially now that we're on asphalt. Although I am wearing some pretty nice road shoes right now. So. But this is pretty steep because we're going to be dropping all the way down to the valley bottom here. In about half a mile, we're probably losing, I don't know, like 400 feet, 500 feet of vert. And then it's pretty much just flat once we get down here onto the rail trail. It'll be flat for till we hit Centennial Park, and then it'll be just a slide uphill back up into downtown area. Kind of wondering if we should go just to the creek to let old butthead here get a drink and play in the water for a little bit. I would add an extra mile, easily a mile, maybe a little bit more than that. I feel like for like 3 years I went by this building and I was like, what is this? I thought it was some sort of like community center type of thing. You know, it's a church. But it definitely does not look like a church. They even have their own little coffee shop in there. It really feels a little humid today. All of a sudden, back behind some clouds. Nice. Those right there. For a lot of people, those would be mountains, but for us, those are hills. And what are you doing? She's looking at me like, whoa, we're not going up to the front door to say hi to everybody? No, we don't know anybody that lives there. But in her brain, she's like, let's go to the front door, ring the doorbell. How can you meet people if you don't knock on their doors? That's what she's saying. But those are called the Scratch Gravel Hills. And it's actually a pretty cool little area to run. I mean, it's pretty like rugged. A lot of rock, and it's super dry no matter what time of year. But we can get some pretty good vert. Like we ran a 6-mile route there one day. So we went to the top of that mountain and then down and over to the next mountain or hill and then back, and just in a little loop. And we ended up with over 3,000 feet of vert for 10K. It was pretty good. Oh. it does feel humid out here. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Okay, so I need to figure out when we get back why the speed thing isn't working. So I might have to do a test stream, or not the speed, the distance thing. So I might have to do a test stream later today. See if I can get that working. But I can probably do that by driving. And I do need to go to the grocery store today, so we'll be driving around a little bit. Oh man, this downhill, and it's not really the downhill. It's the fact that she's pulling me downhill, so I'm having to put the brakes on. But it is, I have to go to the creek now because she's getting a nice little puddle here that she can get a drink from. I tried to get her to drink a bunch of water before we left, but she was having none of it. Hopefully there's not any bad chemicals in there, but I don't think so. Looks like it just came from the sprinklers running. But yeah, she's pulling me, so I'm going to put the brakes on, which means I'm having to, it's putting a lot of pressure on my quads. It's like not very conducive to a recovery run. Actually, that's probably from the rain last night. It did. Early evening, it decided to rain. Look at that. Running across here, and it was the first time we ran across without even having to stop. Made it across the highway without even having to do anything. Last time we had to hit the button because we waited for like a minute. The traffic just would not have a break in it. We finally hit the button, and then like 30 seconds after we finally crossed, after cars stopped and we crossed, and there was like no traffic. It's like, what the hell? I don't know why that guy, he was giving us the stare down when we were running down here. I don't know what his deal was. I was watching, if you like IRL stuff, one of my favorite people to watch is what the heck is his name? Come on. No, we're not going down to the park today. Yeah, come on. Why can I not think of his name? He does geocaching out of like Belgium or somewhere. Wow, mine just went blank, but I also enjoyed Jake Streezy, so I was watching Jake Streezy today. And he happens to be in Krakow, Poland. And when you get over on our side, no, why are you pulling against me? Just stay on this side. Nope, stay on this side. What do you think? If you go over to the other side, you force people to have to interact with you. Nobody's gonna interact with you with a big old slobber gob on your top of your nose. Hey, stop. Nari, quit. You were just running so good. She didn't like the fact that I was pulling her over to our side of path. Quit. Hey, stop. No. Come on. But last year, that was one of the last places that I went when I was just backpacking around Europe. And by far, my favorite place I went to. It was really cool. There's this guy walking around without his dog on a leash, even though very specific leash laws were in the city limits. Morning.
Mine's a puppy. So.
See, she is too. Okay, come on, let's go. No, stop. Hey, hey. Thank you. But still, I question, why do you not have your dog on a leash? There is no campgrounds in this town at all. And so this guy here decided to just pick it upon himself, put a few camp spots in and everything. And it's actually really cool. And he's only here, the guy that owns it is only here for part of the year because he lives out of his big fifth wheel. I don't know if you saw the big fifth wheel that was parked on the side there, but he lives out of that and he travels down to somewhere warmer in the wintertime. He built himself just like a little deck where he just pulls his fifth wheel next to when he gets here. Ooh, what's going on? All right, come on. Those are cows. Funny thing is, oh, there we go. Mommy, what's that a cow doing to the other cow? Well, it's funny because that first one is definitely a heifer, and she was jumping on the back of the steer. And then, because the brown one is a steer, the black one's a heifer. It's like she was trying to teach the steer what to do. Like, come on, Frank. I need a good railing. This is what you do. Well, he's had his nads chopped off, so he doesn't know what to do. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 crossings on some fairly busy streets that we gotta take care of. Let's go. All right, let's go. Normally people don't do that. Like, I didn't even have to hit the button or anything. That person was just like, I was slowing down to let them go because there's nobody behind that person. They easily could have made it through before we got there. Are you coming? Oh man, this humidity. I'm not working hard, but this humidity is making me sweat. Got the little butt head down here. Put you on camera. Seems like my views go up when I have my puppers on camera. Put her on so you can get the views up. Now, see, if she knew she was on camera, she'd be like, stop. So it even looks humid now. If you look at the clouds, you can actually see like my eyeballs, I can't see the different, like the clouds really. So it's one good thing about the camera. You can on the camera is you can see the different shadows and everything. Now, if one of my old mods was still on Twitch, he'd most likely be watching right now. And every time I come through here, although I said this last time too, he'd be like, play on the equipment. How about no? It's like one of this little butthead's nicknames, which for most people makes 0 sense, but one of her nicknames is Butthead, of course, but I call her Scott quite a bit too. Nobody gets it until they hear me say, how about no, Scott? Get over here. Come on. Yeah. Good. You too. But I'll be like, how about no, Scott? And then people that sometimes get it. I have to say that a lot to her. I guess I'm just gonna run on this side. She wants to be on this side of the road for some reason, so I guess we'll be over here so people pass easier. I think she wants to go over to the sprinkler. Yeah, there's the dog here from last time. Quit antagonizing, weirdo. She likes to antagonize other dogs. Why she is such a butthead about that. Oh, look at that, see? I had her on camera and now we got 2 extra viewers. Telling you, just gonna leave it on her. And views go up. It's like just for, oh, this guy's gonna let us go. Oh, this guy's gonna let us go. Okay, yes. That other guy had no intention of stopping. But I changed my thumbnail for one of my videos to have just a picture of her on it mid-run. And God dang, I had like 100 and some views on that video. And it's just, you know, YouTube live just like this. So it's not like one of my actual running vlogs or more cinematic type videos. And normally I get like, you know, 20, 30, maybe a few more than that. Because usually YouTube auto chooses a thumbnail with my face on it. My face gets, you know, nothing more than that. I mean, I get it. I definitely get it. If I want, I would rather see hers in mine. Yeah, I know he wants to hide everybody.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. That person actually reached out to say hi to her, so I let her. Oh, man, it is humid out. And it's not humid by, like when I was living in DC, it's definitely not humid by those standards. Which, speaking of, I need to finish up my resume, get that sent in. So I might be spending a little bit of time in DC here or there every now and then. But which means I'm gonna have to Ness's old daycare. They were awesome, and they have like video feeds, so throughout the day you can just hop on the video feed during doggy daycare and stuff and see how your dog is doing. Nessa a lot of times was in timeout, not because she was being bad, but there's a few she was really good about corrective action, and so you know, if a dog got up in her face that she was inappropriate, then she would let the dog know. But mostly it was like younger dogs that, like this little butthead, that just have so much energy she didn't like. And I get it, totally get it. So a lot of times they'd have to put Nessa in timeout just to give her some space. Not because she was being horrible to the other dogs, but just for her benefit of being able to have her space, because they put some chill dogs in there. Get over here, you weirdo. I know, you want to say hi to everybody. Hi. Come on. Come on. Lady's trying to do some good training with her good pup there, and Nari's trying to instigate the dog to misbehave because she's a butthead. Will you just share the trail? Gosh dang, she insists on hogging the whole thing. I swear, she purposely runs in front of the people to block them so that they have to stop and say hi. Okay, hold on. There's cars coming, so you gotta wait. Too many cars. Let's go. Keep going. Come on, let's go. Go. Can I wrap this around? Thank you. No. Gosh dang, why is there so many dead pigeons around this town? Everywhere. Makes me wonder if somebody is purposefully poisoning them. Because that would be something that teenagers in this town would definitely do. You quit. Oh, she's such a butthead. Yeah, I know you want to say hi to everybody. Come on. There you go. She loves. What are you doing? Yeah, now you got it wrapped around your butt. You're going to be spinning around unless you get going. There you go. She loves corgis. And we run into quite a few of them around here. I don't know why everybody has so many of them, but we haven't met a corgi yet that likes her. For some reason, she loves them. She tries to get them to play with her. I think because she likes to be chased. And they're herding dogs, so she's like, come on, chase me. But she has not found a single one yet. Nobody out on the tennis/pickleball courts today. What are you doing? It's not that hot out here. You had a drink. Whoa, where's my gimbal going? Hello, gimbal. Like, what the heck was that about? I wonder if I'm like off like that. We're just gonna test something. There we go. So it is working. I turned something on the other day to see if it would work. It does. So that'd be good to know for when my gimbal decides to do its own thing like it just tried to do. Oh, there's that breeze again. That feels so good. Hold on, here. That's what time it is. 8:50. God dang, we're gonna have a whole day. A whole day to do nothing. Now, I'm not gonna spend the whole day doing nothing because, like I said, I gotta finish up my resume. I need to edit some videos. I need to review my thing. I need to make sure this week, because I'm doing that trail work stuff, that I have everything I need. They sent me a list of things to bring, so I mean, they're gonna supply things like leather gloves and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna show up in my running gear. So I do need to run over to the thrift store today or tomorrow, see if I can find some secondhand pants of some sort, like some Dickies or Carhartts or something would be nice. But I'll take regular jeans, I don't care. I don't have anything like that. I do have a nicer pair of jeans, but I'm not going to take those out there. And then I do have some pretty nice pants for, like, if I was going to go hit the clubs or something, but I don't have any good work pants. And that'll be good to test out. Going to the store. She's not gonna like it, but picked up her bark collar yesterday. Sorry, she's gotta scratch her face, which is better than her scratching her side. Yeah, okay, come on. What's going on with the concrete plant today? Well, it's not even a concrete plant, the concrete casting plant. It's Sunday, they don't work on Sunday. There's something going on there. I wonder if they're smoothing out their path maybe, or maybe clean something up. I can't tell. Hey, oh, you found a ball? Why is there a tennis ball way out here? Didn't know what she stopped to grab. But well, I think she's just gonna try and take it all the way. Which, I mean, we only have like, what, a mile and a half left to go, probably. Got it? Hold on. Let me get that wrapped around you there. Oh wow, this place changed names again. I swear, this I think we're actually just gonna go straight up instead of going to the park. She wants to play with her tennis ball that she discovered herself. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. It's like, it's a tennis ball. Yeah. Hold on. I think she actually wants to go to the park, so maybe we'll go to the park. Okay, come on. Anyways, this concrete casting. Oh yeah, it is a grader. It looks like they're smoothing out their roads here. It used to be like a world, like it was its own thing out of Helena here. And it was like world renowned. Oh, she sees a bunny rabbit. For what they did, their processes and all that. And yeah, you lost your ball now. We're not going back for it. She's like, oh, damn it. Gosh dang her. She freaking. She gets so excited because she saw that bunny rabbit. So then she pulls against herself. And then that swings her around. And then because she's still pulling, she just goes around in a circle. Like a freaking horse on a lead going around in circles. Anyways, they had, world renowned for their whatever trademarked, proprietary, whatever things, Like they used to go all over the world and actually, consult other places and all that. Well, that was like probably 15 years ago now. Since then, I think because of that, the guy that owned it or whatever, they sold it to some other company, or they, got bought out, merged or something. And now they've like changed names like 7 times in the last 3 years, it seems like. And they must do good at what they do because they're like constantly, it's just a tiny little operation. Like you can see, it's a tiny building. Look at all the inventory they do because they're constantly building up inventory because they have huge like sales. And then in the wintertime, of course, they have to have a surplus of inventory because of it's hard to, not necessarily hard, they can't do as much casting in the wintertime because it's too cold, and a lot of times they just do their casts, set them outside, let them harden, whatever. But so they have to build up their surplus to last through the wintertime. They still do some casting because they can leave them inside, and I think they change their formulas or whatever to even allow for the concrete to set when it's fairly cold out. But when it gets to be like minus 40, there's not really a whole lot you can do. Not really a whole lot you can do. Yeah, I know. You're like, but I don't want to be short-leased. I know. You just want to say hi to everybody. Hi. Come on. Like, I'm running over here. She is pulling against me to the side over there. Like, weirdo. Run over here and you won't have that issue. She's choking herself out, pulling against me, and it's like, yeah, see? Oh, gosh dang it. people that way too. I guess we're going this way. That's one reason why I like to avoid the park, because it's always tons of people out here with their on a Sunday morning. Well, any time of the day, really. But morning. I think the reason why she likes to be on the left like this is because I taught her to go around me on the left. Get over on this side. Jeez, why is it so hard to run on this side? She refuses to be over here. Like, I don't know what her deal is. She will fight with all her might. That was not necessarily meant to rhyme, but she will fight with all her might to be over on that left. It's like, work with me. Like, you would think you would all of a sudden be like, hey, you know, if I run over here and don't pull, I can breathe a lot better. I wish I had like a quick release leash, because I would undo it and she'd fall to the side because she's pulling that direction so much. And it would be hilarious. I wonder when college starts. This is a private college right here. World renowned for their pre-med program, and used to be just juggernauts for their football. I mean, they're NAIA, so small college, but they were, you know, like 15 years ago, they were like national champions like 9 out of 10 years. Since then, they still have a good football program, but they're not near as much. Does it feel like, I don't know what's going on with my shoes. It almost feels like the sole on my heel is coming loose on the shoes. We gotta, you know, have fun in the mud puddle here. Most likely, if she sees these sprinklers up here, she's gonna want to go and play with a sprinkler. Okay, come on. We're almost there. You just got a drink? No, come on. Come on. We're almost home. No, come on. Why are you being so weird? Like, I just wanted to lay there and eat grass. Why are you being weird? Our tongue's hanging out with grass all over it. It's like if she works twice as hard as she needs to be to run because she pulls so hard to the side. What are you doing? Oh, you gotta go potty? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you go potty. Yeah, good girl. And it's like if you just didn't pull like that, it'd be okay. More. It's like she insists on making it a full body workout, but as soon as you're running, I'm gonna pull as well. CrossFit. Wanna do some burpees in mid-run too, or what? When in doubt, you're probably tired because you didn't eat a whole lot yesterday. I was actually surprised. Like, I gave her extra food when we got home because she didn't eat anything the whole day while we were gone, other than a little bit of cantaloupe that I shared with her for lunch. Okay, come on, we can go over here. She wants to go over here, so that's fine. Sure, she thinks that, like, she expects that at the end of a run she gets to go swimming. After our last few runs where, you know, we're at a lake or at a creek or whatever it happens to be. Oh, nice. You got my feet all wet. Yeah, you got my feet all wet. Okay, come on. Let's go. All of a sudden, I look up, turn around, and there's this lady with this mastiff trying to pull the mastiff in a different direction. It's like, where are you going? Like, where did you come from? And then all of a sudden, now you're like, oh, there's a person there. Whatever. It's like, no. Been here for a long time. Like, these little mister little thingies, and she back here too, she's like, why is it raining? It's not raining. She's so confused though, she can't figure out why it's only raining in that spot. Okay, come on, let's go. We only got a ways to go. No, this way, come on. Morning. Come on. There's that. Oh, that explains it. I was like, there's a family that was, gosh dang you. Just quit wrapping me around everything. There's a family that was going into the hotel back there, and it's like they looked like they're on their either coming back from church or on their way to church. And in my brain I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. Family, really? All of a sudden she decided I need to poop right here.
Oh, that's why you were having tummy issues. Look at what just came out of you. Weirdo. Yeah. Yeah. Best I could, but not perfect. Give the guy warning next time. It's like you were literally 3 feet away from the little rocky area over here. She all of a sudden decided, nope, I have to go right here. I can't take and go the extra 2 steps. Look like there's a dumpster right here. This area on this route sucks because she likes to try and wrap me around everything. I would rather just run straight down the street. But for whatever reason this morning, well, it goes back to what I was starting to talk about. So it's not for whatever reason, I know why. Yeah, family. So my thought originally was like, oh, you know, that's for if you go to church or whatever. A lot of people, when they are traveling around, so staying or whatever, they're not gonna like seek out a church to go visit or whatever to go to. So that was my thought, was like, oh, we got family. That's kind of, dedication or whatever. And no, it makes sense because we got over on this side and there's yeah, how about you don't do that with the leash and you won't trip over everything. But there's a church that uses their whatever you call it, their, what do you call it? Convention space or whatever that they have for a church every day. Or not every day, but every Sunday. Hey, stop. Nari, what has gotten into you all of a sudden? Quit. You just ran freaking 6 miles with no issues. Now all of a sudden we get half a mile from home. Stop. Nari, quit. Nari, stop. No. Gosh dang you. What the heck got into her all of a sudden? Finally got out, pooped out what you've been having issues with all day yesterday, so now you're like, sense of relief, you don't know what to do with yourself, or what? Through this part of town because every single vagrant homeless person in town is in this area, and they're obviously waking up. Like that park we just went by, I don't know if you noticed them all sitting on that stage waking up in the morning. Need to get through this part of town. And this is the part where she's like, maybe bite the leash and run into things and wrap you around things. And getting her. Where are you going? Come on. Come on. I don't know what you're doing all of a sudden. Must have smelled something. I think it's funny that, like, when I was spending a lot of time here, gosh dang you, stop, hey, drop it. It doesn't help that there's trash everywhere from last night. There's like the last two things she's picked up. Stop. Hey. The last two things she's picked up is freaking like a Hershey's miniature and look like some sort of foil wrapped like Dove chocolate or something. It's like you can't eat chocolate for one. And then earlier today when we were out and about, we saw somebody had, I don't know if it was a salad or something. And they, go ahead. You don't even want to drink. Oh, yeah. You just had to go to the drink and water bowl. You didn't even drink out of it. You just like the idea of it? Okay. Hey, will you quit? Anyways, I don't know if it was a salad or whatever, but I go, and I didn't have her on a leash because we were just running outside for her to go to the bathroom first thing in the morning. And I noticed her eating something, and I run over there, and it's this freaking salad remnants, and a lot of the things that's there is onions. It's like dogs can't have onions. It's like, god dang, this stuff just. And then she picked up a piece of gum, and I'm like, well, who just spits your gum out? Like, and who knows if it has, gosh dang you, get over here. And it's like, I don't know if that gum has xylitol in it or not, and that's poisonous for dogs. It's like, so everything that she has been picking up off the street this morning that has been, even though there's trash cans everywhere, that they purposely put out everywhere because of last night's festivities, yet everybody still just dropped everything that's poisonous to a dog out on the freaking sidewalk for her to pick up, or any other dog, because tons of people come out here with dogs. Hey, drop it. Nari. Hey, drop it. No. Will you quit? More homeless people right here. Will you stop? Hey, stop. You need to behave. You need to behave. Of course, I'm trying to avoid these homeless people, and they're trying to interact with us. Like, oh, look at the doggy. She's obviously strung out on something. And she's misbehaving. It's like, will you just stop? No, quit. Okay, well, I gotta go, everybody, because I gotta get her out of this area because she will not behave. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye, everybody. Love y'all, and I'll see you guys next time.